my bad about that, y'all. Freaking scammers in the space. But like I was saying, the main thing that I want you guys to understand is the difference between minting and buying. So when minting happens, right, and I think that that's what everyone was talking about in the chat, and those people on this call. That's the funny part. Um, so when you go ahead and mint, you don't know what you're getting. It's just essentially it's like putting your hand in the hat and selecting one of each component, each layer, whether that's the background, the hyena, what's on its face, what's on its head, what shirt it got on. Each one of those are a different property or component. And then based off of how many are in the whole collection, it'll give your hyena a rarity score. And there are different websites that will give you the different rarity. So Lavax, can you tell us why minting is preferred? So minting is preferred for two reasons, in my opinion. One, it's usually at a lower cost, a lower fee. If you mint the project, it's pretty much getting in at the bottom floor. You're the first owner. And when they get resold on the open market, usually it's for higher than what it was, to mint. And secondly, you get to basically, be the first to kind of put that thing together, to kind of, see what comes out of it. You could get something that's really rare. So for example, all of these are 0.042 mint, regardless on if it was the most rare or not. But when people put them on the secondary market, if it's rare, they're going to put it up for a higher price than the ones that aren't rare. But they were both minted at the same price. So that's why you would want to mint something or try to mint a project, because when you buy it on the secondary market, it's based off of what that person that minted it is looking to sell it for, which that could be you. So like my hyenas, I'm really not even looking to sell them at all. Like I'm trying to do more stuff with it, make degenerative ones, put them in a comic book, make a whole storyline. Shoot, yeah.
Question. These hyenas, what's the stipulations to mint? Do you know?
What do you mean by stipulations?
I know some people be having like you gotta be in a Discord early, or like
No,
you gotta get a
public mint
whitelist
already. So there are no stipulations. There are projects, and this project did have a whitelist, but it was just simply for some special players. There's only 90 people on the whitelist. But overall, the whitelist would serve as, all right, so when you are in a whitelist of a project, it gives you some special perks like being able to mint 24 hours before the public can. And the reason that is important is because you now have 24 hours before anyone else and within that 24 hours, you can take your time to find the best time where gas prices are relatively low. Because this is minted on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's done for a reason. I know everybody's going to all these different blockchains for cheaper fees and all of that. But at the end of the day, I strongly believe Ethereum is going to be the one that's going to be here, 10, 15, 20 years from now. It looked less likely for other blockchains. So ultimately, you get to mint before anyone else. And also, you may receive some special perks or whatever, depending on what the project set out for. But for us here, No, it was just simply you get to mint 24 hours before, but price was the same and everything else is the same. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Some projects will make it cheaper for whitelist members than the public members, if that answered your question. But give me 1 second. Have to send this link to somebody else. But yeah, that's ultimately why you want to get in the mint. You can potentially get the rarest out of the whole collection for the same price that everyone else is paying, versus you trying to buy that rare one off the market. Like for example, I got into this project called Rowdy Roos. And I'll pull them up real quick just so y'all can see them. Oh, well, I'll finish with this aspect. So we have the mint aspect, right? Where you guys understand that aspect. If you don't, let me know now so I could break it down for y'all. Okay, cool. I'm assuming y'all do. So once someone mint, they can take their NFT, go to a site like OpenSea, which is a third-party, NFT marketplace. You can also create on here, like I was showing you guys earlier. But you can search any NFT NFT collection. It'll bring you to the collection page. And you will see all of the different art. But like I said, these are secondary. They were already minted by someone, hence why you have such a variety and price. But mind you, each one of these were minted for the same price. With this NFT, it actually has a lot of different utilities. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all these two because yeah, I am invested in these two. Actually, I'll give y'all a third one too because y'all could start. Alexis, you still type fast as shit. I remember we was in like fourth grade, bro, in computer class. You and Holly when you used to type fast as shit. So Frogland is another one that I really like. So let me tell y'all a little bit about each project so y'all can understand, actually what the hell I look for. So this project here, it's a relatively smaller project, but I know the developers and the people working on it, met them through Clubhouse and everything, and they're cool, legit, people. So that's one good thing to look for in projects is who's actually behind it. If you don't really know or whatever, like that can be detrimental because you don't know, what their intent really is. So that was good that I actually met them, and this was like the first project that I actually like went hard for. Actually got fully involved in, because I wasn't really in the whole NFT craze at first. I mean, I had some NBA Top Shots, but that was about it. Um, but now I started diving into this, but mainly also the metaverse too. But first, you want to know who's behind it, right? Um, Second, obviously for me, it's the artwork, regardless on if they're there or not. Like the artwork look dope. I could, blow this up, print it out, put it in my house. I've already have a couple of them in my metaverse house. So like I'm about to display these as well. So either way, I can still enjoy the art, even if this goes to zero. Don't mean nothing. I'm sure a lot of us have artwork hanging up in our house right now that probably worth $5 at Home Goods. So I get it's that kind of concept with me on that too. Third, I want to see the utility. Like what makes it special for me to hold this NFT? And more importantly, what makes it special for someone else to want to buy it from me? Okay. So that's something you got to think about, because I'm gonna give you a real lame example. You're having you ever see garage sales and like somebody done bought a vase for $10. Turns out that shit worth like $1 million because it's some rare whatever. So for the person that sold it, it was only a $10 vase. But the person that bought it might have known something and was like, nah, this is worth a lot more to me, right? Or, its value is a lot higher than you're valuing it at. So it's the same concept here. Like, all right, I'm holding this NFT, but what value does it have that other people would see in it that would make them want to pay big bucks to get it from me? So if you are approaching it where you want to sell your NFTs over time, I think that's one thing you guys should really look at. So it's called the utility. So with this, the DGen's utility is real simple. By holding this, you get free airdrops on like their on collectibles, as well as their next NFT collection that they're doing, which is going to be some honey badgers. So you'll be able to claim your honey badger and your NFT by holding these are the Genesis collection. This is the Genesis collection that's happening now. Secondly, you get to be collabed in a exclusive crypto voxels space. And this means that anyone that has this NFT in their wallet can now be part owners of this crypto voxels metaverse space. So now by literally owning this, you own a portion of a metaverse plot that you can use, to your liking, to see. You can use the space in any way you see fit. That was pretty cool to me, because a crypto voxels plot of land alone is 1.5 ETH, which is roughly, 45, no, about $6,000. Next, honey token. So if you hold the Genesis collection, you get to claim honey. And I know live, you remember honey token from back in the day. Like we were claiming this, when it first came out. And now by me just holding an NFT, I'll be able to periodically claim some honey, which I think is valued at around $300 right now. But shoot, I think its all-time high was like 1,400. So you'll be able to claim some honey tokens over time, and you'll be able to use that honey token for different merchandise and goodies from the DGen store once it comes out. And no, hyenas don't eat honey. I thought that was a little weird too. Actually, I don't know. I think hyenas eat anything. Like you've seen Lion King. But to answer your earlier question, I did not create these NFT. I'm simply a moderator within the project, because I really like the project, and spoke to the mods and stuff like that. Well, they modded me up. I didn't even want that. I was just bringing different ideas to them. And so they were like, that's cool. Actually, one of the ideas was this. I'm like, bro, we need to create 3D heads or 3D models so we can walk around the metaverses representing our NFT in some way, somehow. And then he was like, yeah, we should create like a wearable for crypto voxels. So there we have it. We actually already got airdropped our wearable. Let me show y'all. Yeah. So yeah, this is the wearable head that basically you put on and you jump into this this world called crypto voxels. If we have some time, I'll show you guys some the land a little bit. So yeah, you get the mask, and also it's raffle tickets. Degen NFT is also acts as a raffle ticket for different merchandise prizes, gift cards. I think they're doing like a 2 ETH, prize pool or whatever as the first one. So it just being part of the club just gives you all these different things, and also you're automatically whitelisted for any future NFT drops. So that's always cool. And lastly, commercial rights. So you can do whatever with these DGens as you please. You purchase them. So that's why I said I'm gonna create different different little short stories, magazines, not magazines, but like comic books. Try to put it in a animated motion picture type of thing. Give it utility outside of what the project is giving it, and that in itself too will start to give value to the project and shoot it up some more. So for projects, like if the community is tight knit, solid, we got one agenda, one idea, and that's to grow this community. Like it's going to get a high ass, floor price. If everyone's on the same page about, hey, we're not selling below 5 ETH, that's gonna be the floor. So find the ones that got the utilities. The other one that I'm in is Rowdy Roos. It's about 10,000, well, 9,999 kangaroos. Now, what makes these things cool, you get, let me see there, you get a plot of land in their metaverse once it comes out, which they're working on. Your Rowdy Roos, depending on its level, earns you this bobble token that they're developing. So they're already accruing bobble tokens that can be used in their bobble metaverse or whatever, bobbleverse or something like that. And it's just earning you passive income every day. I think the lowest tier earns you 1 bobble token per day. The middle tier is 3, and the top tier is 6. The bobble token isn't out yet, so there isn't a price or anything like that on it yet. I do want to see what other utility and stuff like that the bobble token will have, or if it just, I know it's going to be tied to a universe, metaverse or so. But ultimately, this is earning me passive income. That's how I look at it. So I did get in on the mint on this. One of my friends he had whitelist, so I just sent him the money and he bought me one. And it ended up being one of those, the middle tier one. So it's been earning 3 bobble tokens per day. Again, I think the bobble platform or whatever, the bobble token is done. It's not out yet. They're like, because I get the updates on the Discord, the interface to connect and to see how many bobble tokens you have and all of that, that should be out sometime this week, someday this week. So waiting on that. So that's why I got into this, because it earns me money, passively. It's pretty cool looking, and yeah, we will see how the project goes when the Bobbleverse actually opens up. And then lastly, notorious frogs. So by owning one of these, the thing that got me was that by owning one of these, you get a plot of land in their metaverse, which is called Nupanga. This video that you see here is what they leaked, a preview of their social club that's in Nupanga. And there's a lot of functionality, and I mean, it looks pretty cool, like we're in the 60s or something. There's like jazz music playing in there, and apparently you can play craps and all of that. Jukebox actually plays real music, and each little button on it is functional. You'll see him, clicking on it there. So I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty well, thought out. And I found out too that a game engine studio is actually working on their metaverse. So it looks really good. So I got into it. And that's the thing too, like I didn't even fully know about it. I saw this art everywhere because one of my buddies has it. And I don't know why I never really asked him what it was for, but it was relatively cheap. I think it was like 0.04, 0.03 at the time that he got in. Well, I didn't get into like point 0.1 when I finally found out about it. So he's up nicely. Um, and I think since I got in, yeah, it's at 0.195. So not too shabby, but I could have got in way earlier. But ultimately, each one of these get you a plot of land in their world. And like I said, all of them were minted at the same price. But as you can see, like based off of, which one you got, rarity, how that person is feeling, that want to sell it, you may pay a pretty little penny if you want one. You got all these different design ones that look crazy. And when you click on them, you can hit the properties here and you'll see the different percentages. Well, you'll see the properties and the percentage based off of how much is in the collection. So pretty rare. And that's it. Yeah, those the three main ones that I am fucking with right now. And yeah, that you essentially purchase these NFTs either directly on their website if you catch it at mint, or you come to OpenSea and search for the collection. Now, I typically just stay with verified collections because OpenSea has verified them and they also have met, in a sense, minimum threshold of volume to be considered verified. So I try to stay with verified projects because one of them I did buy, and that thing totally ate crap. Oh, I got gifted these from the team. And this is my actual one. Oh, this is the one that, yeah, totally went crap sideways. So these zombie punks, they're not even verified. I don't know what the hell. I think this was like one of the first NFT I ever bought. Just because, I mean, either way, I still like the art, right? Yes, it's pixelated, but we know in this era, like all these pixelated NFTs and everything, the whole craze behind that, in case you guys didn't know or confused as to why pixels are selling for millions of dollars, it's not even really about the art. It's more so about the fact that you can verify that I own this from this time period, in this new era of digital ownership. I was in the early days and I, have and own one of the originals. It's similar to owning one of the original paintings, period, from history, and look at it 300-400 years later, being worth X amount of money. That's what they were really buying, is more so the notoriety or the time capsule effect that this will have, hundreds of years from now when it's passed down, within their families, whatever. So that's really what people are buying. And of course, too, as famous people and big time people or whatever start buying into these collections, it brings the price up because now people, like, now I'm in a club with my favorite rapper because we own the same NFTs, right? And I have access to him, quote unquote, in the Discord or in the whatever, and I'm able to possibly interact with him. So it's being part of a club, yes, but in the long term, most people, the smart ones, they buy them for that long term. To say, hey, not only was this a cool collection because it had XYZ in it, or it, some XYZ owned it, but I also purchased it on this date at this time, and it's verified by the blockchain. So that's that. Xavier said, I paint and make art. Where would be the best place to sell my art as NFTs without gas fees or little to none? Is it Solana network? Yeah, so it could be Solana, or you could simply create it on here. If you come down here on blockchains, OpenSeas offers Polygon, which makes the gas fees relatively cheap. I think it's like pennies whenever you're minting as well as when people are buying. So sometimes when I don't want to pay Ethereum gas fees and I just want to look for some art, I'll just come to explore. Well, I'll hit all NFTs first so I could bring it like this, but then I'll come to the side here and I'll hit the Polygon chain so it can show me just simply Polygon NFTs. And then from there, I can, what's Mason Group? See, I tend to find some projects like this too, because now I see this look like an apartment or something, but it's for this Mason Group. So now, I'm curious and I get to go down the rabbit hole on who's the Mason Group, what they trying to do, da da da. And go down there. But these NFTs, let me see. I'm gonna try to sort one, load a high. I'm gonna try to initiate a. Oh, that look cool. But I'm tired of all these Bored Apes. But if you hit the buy now, yeah, you'll get the thing of, hey, this thing only, has 100 cells and we haven't reviewed it. It's zeroed out first, so. So I don't think it'll work with this one, but I was gonna initiate one so you could see the gas fees on it. But I want something that at least look cool. Damn, are all of these like dreaming crypto? Hold on, because I could actually filter it for. I thought I could put in, I could put the individual collections. I thought I could just search like verified collections, but I guess not. So let's categorize it into something with utility. This is funny. So yeah, there's the mirage of different types of NFTs and artwork and stuff that you would get. Either that, like this might go to a game or something and lucky balls, and each individual item within that game is an NFT. Um, it could have been, bingo or something. Who knows? Um, Shit, let's not do load of high because I'll be here forever. Look at recently sold. Because from the recently sold, I could see, hey, if I'm seeing a lot of these, the hell are these wolves? I'm gonna go pick one up. Again, another 8. ish. And I like the little quick view look because you'll see the number of items. You'll see how many owners. You also see what the floor is. What the floor is just simply the cheapest one that you can buy now. You don't have to buy it at that price. You could simply offer a lower price, like a bid. But that's just the cheapest one that someone is selling for, that you could just buy right now. And then volume is very important to see how much volume or money have been traded back and forth within this project. Everything is priced in Ethereum. So my rule of thumb, I like to see at least 1,000 Ethereum. 100 Ethereum would make me give it the look. This here, not quite there yet, but it looks pretty promising already at a 0.41 floor, meaning no one is looking to sell it for any lower than that. But this might have an additional, this looks kind of cool though. And it looks like it's a metaverse that's attached to it. So it might be another NFT that provides a metaverse with it and blockchain babies. Yeah. So you go to the website and you can read about it. Yeah. Just read about it and see what their intent are. And see what they have for the future on the roadmap. Okay. So yeah, this is simply what it is. Like, it's just like buying art. Everything is going to be subjective. Everything is going to be up to you in terms of if you like it, if you don't, what your intent is with that art, if it's just simply to buy and resell immediately, or if it's just to hold and print out and display in the house, something. Because this here, this pianist groupie, it's a degenerate, a derivative of the actual Notorious Frogs art. So that means an artist actually took the regular art and put their own spin and twist on it. That's actually becoming a thing all over the space where the Bored Apes, all the other ones, like they're creating alternatives to them. The Bored Apes actually have a potion thing where you essentially buy a potion for your NFT and make it drink it. And when it drinks it, it creates like a whole new version of your NFT. It's the wildest thing, but the potion itself costs like $100 grand. So like you got to come with that type of money. But this is just a degenerate version of the NFT. Some artists created it, and the team gifted it to me. So I put it in display in my metaverse house. It looks really good in there. So I might actually print it out and put it in the crib here. This here's one of my Rowdy Roos. Properties aren't too crazy, but it is earning me passive bobble income, so that's pretty significant. This here, so Great Ape Society, like it is a verified collection. That's what attracted me to it, but the price is pretty low, and I think it's because the whole apes thing is just overdone. But I do like their artwork. So I bought an ape, put it in the crib, and yeah, I'm just chilling. But it is verified, so and my hopes is, and it's over 1,000 Ethereum traded. So my hope is in the future, once we have our next slow bull run, this might shoot up. I may sell and jump into other projects, or I may just hold it. We'll see. So I got this one. It is what it is. Somebody kept trying to offer me like $100 for it, but I'm gonna keep holding it. But yeah, you can come to this whole collection thing, click on Polygon if you don't want to pay high gas fees, and you can look at even what recently was created. Shoot, this project definitely was just created. Can't even see, it hasn't even been revealed yet. So Project Pigeons, I'm not sure what that's for, but that could be, this is how I end up just researching or diving in or finding out about a project, because more often than not, they end up putting it on here, to create the individual items. But also, I went down this rabbit hole too far. 2 websites for y'all to write down if y'all want to, check out NFTs and stuff. The first is raritysniffer.com. So the Rarity Sniffer is basically, let's see if the degen is finally made on here. Damn, not yet. So projects will send in their collection properties information, right? Just like I was talking about earlier, where you have, the different properties, the different layers to that NFT. There's different numbers of them, in them, or different types of them. So what Rarity Sniffer does is put everything into a pot, and based off of your NFT, will rank it based off of the overall collection, and your NFT's properties. So that is pretty cool. Actually, I have been hearing about this Lord Society. So while it's here, let's check it out. So when you click on it, right, you will get to a page like this, and you can sort it by rarity, like how rare it is to not. So this one here is the rarest in the bunch, but as you can see, it's number 4,326. All right, so that doesn't matter. It's just based off of the properties that were put together. And right now you could buy it for 3.5 ETH right now, although the second one is being listed for 20 ETH, right? So that's why it's always great to check the rarity on the whole project, because you might end up buying something that's less rare for more than something that is more rare, or even rare, or whatever. So as you can see over here, right, these are the lists of all the different traits, right? 16 mouths, 16 types of mouths, right? And they'll tell you how many of the NFTs have those specific mouth traits and what each of them are. So if you have the rarest trait in this particular one is a crook smile. So only 31 NFTs out of the total 7,777 has the crook smile. Okay. So when you mint, you essentially apply one of these traits or properties, you put them together. Those are the layers. And that's what creates the eventual NFT. And it gives it a randomized rarity based off of what, properties or traits your NFT actually possesses. And then this website just kind of puts it all together and ranks it for you properly, because obviously that would be a lot of work to try and figure that out. So that's an example for y'all. Also, you'll get to see the floor and how much volume this has made. And yeah, you'll see what's up. So this also has latest projects, like basically the latest projects that have dropped on their platform, which typically means these projects are relatively new. And I say relatively new because they could have been out already, but just now are listing on Rarity. So again, another case in point, the rarest of the bunch is being sold for 20 ETH. Meanwhile, number 2, 3, and 4 are, being listed for more than that, more than the rarest one. And again, you'll get to see the floor. Lots of volume on this project, so that's a good thing. And yeah, I might take a look at this. So literally, this website can have you going down the rabbit hole. I typically like to, look for art that I think looks good or that I enjoy, because at the end of the day, even if they're worthless, I can still enjoy them, put them somewhere or whatever. So this will have you going down. The next one is Rarity Tools. Now, Rarity Tools allows you to see all the different collections and gives you details about them. So I think Degens is on here. This isn't the right Degens. Yeah, so this hasn't gone live either. Both of these should be live pretty soon. But with Rarity Tools, you can search for upcoming NFT projects, right? And you'll see, well, these were yesterday's, but are there no upcoming ones? Because all of these are yesterday. Oh, okay, there's today. So yeah, you'll see all of the sales that are happening or coming up. You'll see this is a pretty long page. So I think this goes till when? Yeah, February. Yeah, almost into March. So essentially, right, you can look down the calendar, and some of these aren't even announced yet on when they're going to go live. You can essentially look down here like, oh, this look cool, and start basically doing research on it, right? You jump into the Discord, jump into their Twitter, jump into their website. The Discord just popped open over here for me. So there's 500 people in this Discord. Let me actually put this on screen. Let's do the verification thing. Server rules and verification, and now all the stuff pops open. So yeah, there's 570 people in here. Within the server, you'll get all the information, typically FAQs, different roadmap. This is a brand new project, as you know, so it's not much of anything in here, but this is where announcements would go in, et cetera, et cetera. So like for me, with the Degens project, I had got into it early because I met the owner of the project, stuff like that. So I got into it and really helped push the project, and I was able to become a mod or a moderator in there. So like if you want to support a project, you get in on the ground floor, show them you're dedicated, and it's nothing crazy. You're just retweeting everything, liking their stuff. And from there, they may mod you up or may put you on a whitelist and gives you some special advantages and perks to getting in the project. So overall, yeah, that's how you kind of get started. Let me not get into that. So if we're looking at the Twitter, already see they got 17K followers. You do want to see followers, but you want to kind of verify those followers in the sense of how many likes, how many retweets. Like you can't have 17K followers and you only got 2-3 likes on your stuff. So that kind of tells me that those followers were bought. And let's see. Okay, so it's just, yeah, like it doesn't seem like it's legit traffic and everything. There's, one retweet from a post back in November. And yeah, you also want to see how often they're posting too, how active they are on their socials. So this one I wouldn't, just off rip, right? From right now, it doesn't look too good. Looking at the website, this is a simple website, and I'm not sure fully what the hell the NFT is for. So let's see. They're not just cute JPEGs, they're tickets and memberships to the ecosystem and services under the Crypto Cruise brand. So essentially, it's like you're buying a piece of stock in this person's business. Yeah. So you get to read about it, you get to see fully like how to deep dive. They're selling them for $500, and they're saying that they're sold out, which is lies because the collection didn't come out yet, right? So that's how too you can be cautious of these different brands overall. Start to do the research on several of them so you can see how all of them are essentially offering the same damn thing. You got to find that uniqueness out of all these projects offering the same thing. But overall, do you guys have any questions or anything before I end this call? Because I think for right now, this should be enough information just to get y'all going or get y'all at least researching some of these projects. But if y'all got any questions, now is the time to speak because I got this. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the video, Lex. Just have to let it render and then I'll post it on YouTube and send you the link. But overall, check out these different projects, the upcoming projects, get involved in it. Some of them are ready to mint and you can mint now. So that's pretty cool. Oh, happy astronauts. That's cool. So yeah, Rarity Sniffer and Rarity.tools, two good places to start researching upcoming NFTs and NFTs that, I might have to check this out. Happy astronauts. But appreciate y'all hopping on. I'm gonna end the call right now. I have to head to some stuff, but shoot, this looks pretty cool. And stake in the game and be awarded an Astro coin, 0.08 ETH. Oh, but a stage 2. So that means stage 1 already out. Okay, that's cool. All right, thank y'all for hopping on. I'm gonna send y'all the link as soon as it's ready. All right, I'm gonna holla at y'all. Y'all have a good day.